Good afternoon. I'm Kevin Ashford. I'm here with Real Men Cook Atlanta, representing Real Men Charities, Incorporated out of Chicago, Illinois. And we're here today to provide food and demonstrate how to cook and eat healthy. We brought several dishes today, and the one that I'll be demonstrating today in particular is the Real Men Cook collard green salad. Now, I know most people think of collard greens in terms of something that your mother makes on a Sunday afternoon or a special holiday item. But in this particular case, we're going to show you something that you can do, collard greens that you can use every day and have it throughout the day to promote healthy eating. The collard green salad in particular is a raw salad where we take collard greens and we marinate them in apple cider vinegar, peanut oil, extra virgin olive oil, and a few other spices. In addition, we add raisins and apples to it to kind of provide a little bit extra crunch and texture to the collard green salad. Now, this salad is good because it provides antioxidants, which are very important in terms of fighting cancer. And by being a leafy green in particular, they're very good in promoting cancer-fighting opportunities within our bodies. So we have this here today, and then what we're going to do is demonstrate to you how to make this dish later on in terms of all the participants, so that way you can know how to make this at home and enjoy it as well. Is the Real Men Cook collard green salad. The Real Men Cook collard green salad is very good because what you can do is not only have cooked collard greens, but this allows you to have some raw collard greens that are slightly cooked using a technique of vinegar. So it cooks them slowly so you're not eating them completely raw. But eating vegetables that are somewhat raw and crisp allows them to keep their main texture and also keeps the nutrients in place as well. So what we're going to do here is take the collard green, which most of you may be familiar with, and we're going to actually chiffonade it and cut it into smaller squares. So I have my sister here, Jordan, she's going to be working with me. And it's important too, if you don't have your young people in the kitchen cooking and learning how to provide food for themselves and for the generation above them, we're doing a disservice to our young people. So always teach them how to prepare something, prepare themselves for life. And this is one of the things they can do as well. With this collard green salad, we're going to take some fresh collard greens. And the easiest way to prepare this to make it edible and easy to eat is to roll them up in like a cigar. And what you want to do is you want to take it and you want to basically cut it in little rows like this. So we're going to take our collard greens and we're going to cut them. And it's called chiffonade. Basically, you roll it and you cut it into thin strips. And these are raw at the onset. Nice segue, right? Yeah. So what you do is you take a bunch of collard greens, and again, this recipe calls for 2 pounds, and it provides 8 healthy servings. So you have enough to eat a meal. And this meal can be eaten both at dinner, lunch, and sometimes even for breakfast. So it gives you all the nutrients you need to start the day out. So I know we have breakfast foods we tend to eat, but any food can be substituted for any meal of the day, as long as you know what you're eating and make sure it's healthy. And oftentimes we tend to eat Krispy Kreme and a lot of other fatty and sugary desserts in the morning. You just got so accustomed to it. But sometimes your body will let you know what you need. And it's important to be aware of what your particular body likes and needs. Now with these collard greens, we're talking about leafy greens and dark green vegetables. And they're good for antioxidants, so it helps to clear your blood and keep your body clean. And collard greens in particular help to fight cancer. So I know a lot of times we try to prevent cancer. These are very important in terms of helping to fight and prevent cancer. I was told that sometimes it even attacks the cancer and helps to get rid of it and kill it off. So this recipe in particular requires collard greens. We're going to use some apples, gala apples in this recipe. So you add your apples to it as well. Do you want to pass the raisins? We're going to add your raisins.
Is there a reason why gala and not other apples?
I think you can use any. I like Fuji's and galas because they offer a nice crisp texture, but they also have a nice sweetness and tartness to it that balances itself out. Now, if you want something a little more tart, you can go to Granny Smith. So it just depends on your like.
Okay.
So we're going to add raisins. Now, many of you are probably aware walnuts have a nice oil content as well, which are important to helping you to keep some of your oil features in your body. So we're going to use walnuts in this particular recipe. So we add your walnuts. And to flavor, we're going to add some garlic. Now you can use, this recipe calls for fresh garlic. If you don't have fresh garlic, if you have garlic powder or granulated garlic, it is important to use that as well because it gives a nice flavor as well. So you're going to add that to your recipe. And after you add the garlic, you're going to add what we call our cooking ingredients, which are the oils and the vinegar, apple cider vinegar, which helps to cook the greens slowly. So again, we're not cooking it on the fire, but we're cooking it slowly to make sure that they're not completely raw. We're going to take apple cider vinegar. We're going to mix that with a little bit of peanut oil. And lastly, we're going to add some extra virgin olive oil. Now, extra virgin olive oil is the first press, so it's not processed as much as regular olive oil. So you tend to have a lot more nutrients involved in it as well. And you add this. Now, this recipe is designed to sit for a while. So ideally, you make this ahead of time, let it sit for 3 hours, and that way it has time to marinate and cook your greens so it's not completely raw again when you're ready to eat it.
What is cooking?
The vinegar, the apple cider vinegar is slowly cooking the greens. So again, you're not completely sauteing them with heat, but you are slowly cooking them, providing some texture. If you look at the dish in particular, it offers a nice contrast of colors as well as texture. So again, you have a nice green salad, and then you have the apples and the raisins. So it's very pretty. So it's appetizing as well. And what you do again, you allow this to sit for 3 hours so it marinates and it's very tasty for you. Now, if you have time, you can let it sit overnight as well. And that way you're going to eat it for breakfast, lunch, and or dinner the next day. A nice healthy snack. I know oftentimes we always find ourselves on a snack and we can't find anything that's healthy, quote unquote. This is a nice way to bring your little lunch snack today to work with you. And when you talk about plating it, because you know we eat with our eyes first, right? Mm-hmm. So what we can do is we can get a nice plating on it. Yeah, that's it right there. That's a collard green salad. Now, if you decide you want to go a little bit more upscale with it and add some extra stuff to it, we can add some other cancer-fighting greens, tomatoes, which are good lycopene. Give it a nice good presentation. So here you are with your real cooked collard green salad. Now we do have this salad available for you to taste today. It's on the serving table over there, so we're going to actually serve it soon we finish our next demo. And this is firm tofu. This is firm tofu. Because again, the idea is to create a pudding. You want something that can give you a nice consistency when you're doing the pudding. So you turn it on. I'll cover it, I promise. She's like, whoa. So we're going to actually blend this.
Oh, there's the liquid from the tofu. Oh. And from there, put it in the sauce.
Depending on your mixer, you can always blend it up. You'll see it's actually mixing them together. Now this recipe asks you to add water. If you know chocolate, you tend to add something that can make it flavorful. And because you did the tofu, why not give it the best flavor profile possible? We're going to add coffee to this to really bring that chocolate flavor out.
Oh, I bet.
So we're going to add chocolate here.
Yeah, the sound of
Now, what I also what I also did was to give it an extra little kick, you add a pinch of orange zest, or a little bit of raspberry. So if you like those different flavors and combinations, this is a good way to actually blend this in together. So we're going to go ahead and mix this up. The idea is to blend it until it's smooth, and then the idea is to create a pudding consistency with it.
yeah.